What's going on, B Stav Fishing Nation? It is Friday, April 4th, 2025. I'm coming to you from the B Stav Fishing headquarters, which is basically like the third bedroom in my house that I've made an office. So, long and short, I kind of feel the need to chime in on this, we'll say, road rage incident that occurred down in Southwest Florida in the waters of Punta Gorda, with this poor young man. His kid's like 18, 19 years old, out fishing with his buddies, apparently fishing in the dark, and some guy comes running through a bridge, which last time I checked, we're not supposed to fly under bridges, right? We're supposed to come down, drop our speed down, no weight type of thing. And apparently something went on. Another boat was out there. Somebody didn't have their lights on, anchor lights or what have you, while they were fishing in the dark or the pre-dawn hours. And apparently words were exchanged. This charter boat captain and this Pathfinder, this beautiful blue Pathfinder, which is probably going to be up for sale real cheap soon, goes on his way, but then comes back later on, and there's a confrontation that the young man who was on his boat, Gage, I believe his name is, did not start whatsoever. Young man basically is fishing, and up comes this guy in this pretty expensive boat with 4 dudes on the boat. Some of these guys are pretty big dudes, and starts off very innocuously with asking him if he was, hey, were you the guy, or one of the boats out that was out here earlier around 5 o'clock in the morning. And then from there, absolute all hell breaks loose. So listen, I'm not going to ruin the video for you. I'm assuming you've seen it. It's going absolutely viral. 8 million times this thing's been viewed, shared, or otherwise. Multiple law enforcement agencies involved now in this investigation. The captain has been identified. The 4 other guys on his boat who have been identified. I'll touch upon my thoughts on them, their actions or inactions. But watch the video. Listen, I'm going to tell you flat out, I try not to curse on my videos, right? Worst you'll hear me say sometimes is shit. And every now and then I might, if I drop an F-bomb, I try to bleep it out. But I'm not cutting this video up. I'm not bleeping anything out. I'm telling you right now, if you're faint of heart, you don't like cursing, you don't like the F-bombs, you don't like hearing somebody rage out, fast forward, turn the sound off, come back to my comments. Any little guys, little kids in the room, boys or girls in the room, little kids, move them out of the room, because this is pretty R-rated when it comes to the cursing, the foul language. So, all right, take a look at this video.
The other morning?
What, like 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You busting me out?
Nah, that was the dude in that boat.
No?
Were you the one that came through the middle of the bridge? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I was here, but you ran in front of the other dude over there.
You were cussing me out, dude.
Bro, you ran right through the middle of the bridge while we were all fishing.
In the middle of the fucking night, the guy didn't have any lights on.
Bro, we were all fishing here. The fucking.
He didn't have any lights on.
All right, bro. I'm not gonna do this with you, bro. I'm not gonna fucking do this with you, bro. Like, it's not the right time, bro.
You know the laws?
Bro, you can't come flying through the middle of the fucking bridge, bro.
Bullshit. Yes, I can.
All right, bro. What are you trying to do, bro?
What am I trying to
What are you trying to do, bro?
You want to fucking go?
I don't want to fucking go. I want you to get the fuck out of here.
Big tough guy?
Tough guy? You pulled up on me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nah, shit. I'm fishing, you fucking. Like, bro, get out of here. Like, what? What are you trying to do? Act like a tough guy in front of your buddies?
No, I'm not. Dude, all these motherfuckers know I'm tough, motherfucker.
Bro, all right, bro.
You know what?
Get going, bro.
Because we're all fucking war veterans. We're all raised.
Well, thank you for your service, bro.
And you're gonna talk shit.
Thank you for your service, bro. But that doesn't give you the right.
Pussy ass fuck.
All right, bro. All right, whatever. I appreciate you for your service, bro. But you don't got to run through the middle of the bridge, bro.
Dude, if your guy doesn't have his fucking lights
That's
on,
not my guy, bro. That's just another fucking dude, bro.
you have to have lights on.
My lights were on, bro.
Motherfucking lights.
My lights were on.
Somebody hits you, guess what the fuck happens? You die, nothing happens to me.
Right, okay, bro. Keep thinking that.
No, that's the fucking truth, dude.
All right, bro. Keep thinking that.
Put your fucking lights on.
Bro, my lights were on. I wasn't sitting there. Okay, that's not my dude, bro.
Cuss me the fuck out for it.
Bro, I said, bro, you almost fucking hit him. The other dude was fucking cussing you out.
I almost hit him because he didn't have his motherfucking lights on.
Bro, you shouldn't come flying through the middle of the bridge. You know people fish here, bro.
Dude,
I'm sorry, man. I don't know if that's what you want to hear, bro.
yeah, you should apologize, motherfucker.
But, bro,
On the water more than you can possibly fathom in your wild
me
motherfucking dreams.
too, bro. I'm out here all the time, bro.
I'm 300 days a year on the motherfucking water.
All right, bro.
Every day, I'm the best charter captain you'll ever meet in your motherfucking life.
All right,
If
bro.
you cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro.
Don't hit the fucking fire.
Please, okay, please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Bro, I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
You're gonna cuss me the fuck out.
All right, bro.
In the middle of the
No, bro. Please, bro. Please,
Get me back to
bro.
my boat.
Okay. Please.
Fucking apologize.
I'm sorry, bro. That was not me, bro.
Yes, it was,
I know I
motherfucker.
was here, but my buddy was
Take
on the
me
boat.
back to my
Yes,
fucking
sir.
boat.
I'm a kid, bro. Please, bro.
I don't care. You don't cuss me
Yes,
the fuck
sir.
out.
All
and
right.
talk shit to me, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
You don't do it.
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't like cussing you out,
Yes,
though, bro.
you were, dude.
I was driving the boat.
Did
Okay.
you not call me a fucking faggot?
No, bro.
Yes,
that was
you did,
that was
motherfucker.
my friend on the. Okay, I'm
Okay,
sorry, bro.
That was your friend on the boat.
I'm sorry,
You
bro.
and your motherfucking friend are look at it and come
Yes,
on your
sir.
boat and fuck you both up.
Yes, sir.
Do
I'm-
it again and watch what fucking happens.
Get back on this boat.
Don't fucking do it again.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I appreciate y'all, bro. For, like, I'm sorry, bro.
Fuck with the wrong motherfucker, dude.
Bro, yes, sir.
Woo! Yeah. I'm at a, I need a drink. I mean, honestly, I need a little more than Propel after that video. Pretty shocking, right? Pretty shocking. Man, let me, give me a second because I want to grab my notes. Because I have some notes that I want to go over here. Some things that I, man, I mean, I even broke out my old cop pen, my old Gold Cross pen when I was a lieutenant, sergeant lieutenant. Man, couple thoughts. Like, just the fact that this guy came back, confronted this kid, and all of a sudden things completely escalated. It just shows he's the aggressor, right? I mean, the kid kind of stood up for himself. Kid was dropping some F-bombs back. He was trying to stand his ground a little bit. But lest we forget, this incident never would have occurred if this guy never even came back, right? This guy just, whatever happened at 5 o'clock in the morning with somebody's lights on, lights off, flying under the bridge. If this, now, lest we forget, this United States Coast Guard charter boat captain, right? Guy's, merchant marine license. This guy didn't come back. He's supposed to be an ambassador of goodwill on the water. All he had to do was just not come back. Listen, if there were people at night in a boat, in an area where they really shouldn't be, or they should at least have lights on, pull up next to them. Hey, guys, turn your lights on. Like, you're taking a chance here. Like, educate people, right? If you're the guy with the license, you're the charter boat captain. Supposedly have other guys on your boat right now that have licenses. Educate this kid. Educate whoever else is out there. Or go on your merry way. Be thankful nothing bad happened. Jump on channel 16. Call the Coast Guard and report them. Right? It's a danger to navigation. So here we are. Escalated quickly. This guy was hell-bent for an altercation. And you can just see that his point of anger was just escalating. There was, I think, in order to de-escalate this guy, you'd have had to hit him with a fire hose, right? All the policing now is all about de-escalation. There was no calming this guy down. And unfortunately, the 4 guys that were on board with this guy, who's reporting that he is a combat veteran, some G.I. Joe commando. Listen, I am all for our vets, okay? I am all about our veterans. I started our honor guard at my police department, commanded it, started it from scratch to honor our veterans, both past and present, and our fallen police officers and first responders. So I am all about supporting veterans. I am not about people hiding behind the fact or hiding behind or using, how about this, using their service to our country, whether it be here or abroad, whether it be in a police uniform or a military uniform, using that to justify bad behavior, right? Because this was just outrageous rage. So guy's flipping out. His buddies aren't saying, hey, dude, come on, let's go fishing. Calm down, give him a drink of water, hand him a beer. Come on, Cap, let's move on. This guy just keeps on going, and eventually pilots his vessel that he's a charter boat captain. That vessel is registered to him, insured. I'm sure he's paying insurance out the yang. Pilots this boat over to this kid's vessel. And I'm calling him a kid. He's 18. He's a man. Okay, but I'm a 54-year-old guy. 18-year-old, you're a kid to me, even though you can go to battle and protect me. Pilots his boat over to this kid's vessel and boards this kid's vessel. I don't know about you, but this reeked of either burglary. So burglary doesn't have to be your house. It could be your car, could be a shed, could be your boat. I've had my boat burglarized. After I retired, somebody broke into my boat, burglary and theft. Broke into my boat, stole a bunch of rods and reels and other gear. So burglary of a vessel, of a motor vehicle, boards his boat with intent to commit an offense therein, right? If I was this kid was obviously scared for his life, scared for his safety. This guy gets on there flipping out. What is anybody, a reasonable person, supposed to think? Like, what are this guy's intentions? That's me. You're piloting your boat to me, and you're going to jump on my boat. As far as I'm concerned, your sole purpose at that point in time is to get on my boat and to do me bodily harm. You're basically, possibly carjacking me. When you think about it, carjacking on the water. Yeah, yep. In order to steal somebody's car, they're in the car still. You get into the car, you rip them out, you commit an offense, you assault them, you do whatever, you steal their car. Who knows what this guy's capable of doing? Obviously, he's got a pretty lengthy criminal record, and I'll post that as well. Pretty lengthy criminal record. And he's got some real anger management issues. So, are we dealing with burglary? Are we dealing with piracy? At what point in time now do the maritime piracy laws come in? Now, I believe, without trying to over-exaggerate things and whatnot, right? Trump things up and hype things up. I believe piracy laws pertain to the high seas. I could be 110% wrong. I tried looking it up. I did see some things that did talk about our inland waters. That's the case. Is this piracy? It's going to be interesting because the United States Coast Guard, Florida Fish and Game, Fish and Wildlife, the FWC, right? As well as the, I believe, Punta Gorda police. They are all involved right now in this investigation. And it's going to be really interesting to see on what level this idiot is charged. If he's going to be charged on any type of federal maritime charges. But, yeah, are we dealing with burglary versus piracy? I'm going to tell you, I don't carry a gun when I'm on the water. I didn't carry a gun when I used to play golf, too, because there were a couple reasons why. I just figured, you know, it wasn't a safe place to have a gun. I mean, you're out there drinking, people get silly. On the water, honestly, it's a pain in the ass to carry my gun at times. And I also don't want to keep my gun in a caustic environment on the salt water, right, on the water. So, but I have every right to carry a gun anywhere in the United States as a retired law enforcement officer. You are in Florida. People carry weapons. I'm going to tell you from my standpoint, had that been me, that guy pilots his boat over to my boat, jumps on board my boat. He's going to get about 1 foot on my boat, and whatever I was fishing for, snook, redfish, it's going to turn into a sharking trip, because there's going to be blood in the water. I'm telling you, as I'm sitting here, I'm not trying to play like I'm some tough guy or anything like that. But if I didn't have a gun on me, I've got knives all over my boat. I have my rods. I have like a billy club, you know, like a fish club. My man, unless he got the best of me, we'd have been fighting, and there would have been bloodshed had this dude jumped on my boat. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm nowhere near as tough or as crazy as I used to be when I was younger, right? I mean, we all are. I'm 54 years old now. Everything hurts. My shoulder hurts. My hip hurts. My head hurts. My ass hurts. Like, I'm not, and you know what? And I know I don't heal like I used to. You get on the boat. You do that to the wrong guy. You do that to some old school Vietnam vet who really was a combat veteran. Sweet mother of pearl. Guarantee we'd be dealing with a fatality on the water. Okay? Not to mention, this guy, a charter boat captain, with, I'm assuming, patrons on board. Not sure who these other guys were. I think some of them were actual content creators. One guy actually got on online and posted essentially how he was only there to gain content. But this guy jumped off his boat and left his vessel. Left his vessel without a captain. I'm at a loss. And then orders this kid to take him back to his boat. Tell you what, when the kid pulled up, bow first, as soon as that guy took one step, I'd have thrown my boat in reverse, watched him go into drink, and I'd have been out of there, right? But you know what would happen? That dude, as crazy as he was, would have gotten that boat, and you would have had literally a chase on the water. And God only knows how badly that would have ended. Man, I mean, use of force. This kid had every right to use whatever force possible. And I'm telling you, the whole use of deadly force, Florida is a no-retreat state. Florida is a stand-your-ground state. This dude just jumped on board your boat, your vessel. People live on their boats. Could he have legally shot and killed this guy? Used deadly force to protect himself? You don't know what this guy's capable of. This guy's telling you he's a combat, war veteran. So, scary. Very scary. This could have ended very, very tragically. Let's think about this, too. All right, let's talk about the other guys that were on board. Come on, guys. Like, you didn't see this thing going 6 ways from Sundays sideways? You didn't think to maybe, like, yo, Cap, why don't you calm down? All right. Captain Brock Horner. Brock Horner. Dude, sounds like a tough guy out. Brock Horner, baby. Coming to get you. Dude's got some serious rage stuff. Now, I've also heard that there's talk that his lawyer has written something up for the media or what have you, and they're using PTSD as some type of excuse or defense. Now listen, I'll tell you, I'm one of those guys that I'm sick of the misuse and the overuse and the watering down of PTSD by non-veterans, by non-police officers, by non-first responders, people who have PTSD because something didn't go their way, or because they were in a car accident and now they have this crazy traumatic PTSD. Listen, I get it, okay? There's levels of PTSD, but post-traumatic stress disorder, I know it's not solely owned by our military, our veterans, our combat wounded, those involved in serious incidents, our police officers, our firefighters, our first responders and whatnot. But it's been watered down. There's too many people using it as an excuse for their bad behavior. Is this one of those times? Is this one of those times? I don't know. I don't know. Don't know what this guy... Well, actually I do, because somebody pulled up his information, his military information, and from what I understand, besides him boasting, good old Brock Horner here, Captain Brock, 300 effing days a year on the water, the best charter boat captain out there in Florida or in the world, in the universe. He's a combat war veteran with the esteemed Army Rangers and has been vetted to determine that was a lie. From what I'm seeing, he was an E3 human resources analyst in the U.S. Army. Now, if he's in a combat zone, could he have been in some type of combat, some type of incident? Of course he could have been, right? So who am I? I've never been in the military. I've never been away in combat. I've only done whatever combat I had to do here as a police officer, right? But I don't know. I mean, is this guy just a stone cold liar? Is this guy full of shit? We know he's full of rage. We know he likes to pick on, he's a real tough guy when he's alone, or when he finds somebody that's alone, some young kid that's alone, 18-year-old kid, and he's got four dudes on the boat with him. And a couple of them guys, one dude was a monster that you could see. He was like, dude, shirt looked like a smedium. I mean, this dude was like this. He had lumps on top of lumps. Not one of those four guys tried to say, hey man, why don't you take a chill, calm down, breathe, leave the kid alone. You made your point. Let's move on, right? No, they let this guy run his boat over to this kid and jump on board. I'd have been like, dude, grabbing him by the back, man, calm down. You're going to get yourself, you're already jammed up. Don't make this worse. But none of those four guys stepped forward, manned up, and tried to calm this guy down. Did they have an obligation, a duty to do so? I don't know. I don't know what their status was. I don't know. Were any of them law enforcement? Were any of them first responders? Were any of them active military? Were any of them charter boat captains? I don't know. Did any of them have a duty to respond? I don't know. I don't, But morally, did they have a duty to be a man and try to calm this dude down before this situation went batshit crazy as it did? Yeah, I think so. As a man, yeah. Try to calm your buddy down. Or, listen, if it's going to go, then jump on a boat with him. The both of you tune this kid up. I mean, obviously, I don't advocate that, but you see what I'm saying here? Dude, step up, be a man, calm this asshole down, and keep him from jumping on this poor kid's boat, What a mess. What a mess. What else do I want to talk about? Well, Captain Brock, listen, B Stav Fishing here, and let me know if you're selling off any of your gear because, I may relocate. I'm looking to relocate maybe down in Florida. Have a second place down there, and that Pathfinder, I already know how to use the Minn Kota that's on board. That boat's right up my alley, dude. So you let me know if you're selling your boat or any of your gear, because your days as a charter boat captain, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say, they're gone, dude. You're done. Over with. You got 3 major agencies investigating you. I hope you lose your license. Your maritime license, your charter boat captain license, I hope it's pulled. I hope you're never able to hold a license again. If you have a boating license, I hope that's pulled. I hope you're charged criminally with anything and everything that you could be possibly charged with. Whether it's local, state, or federal charges, maritime charges, I hope every one of those agencies throws the book at you. Because what you did to that kid and how you acted, you're a pig. You're nothing but a crumb. And you're a predator. You're a tough guy, real tough guy, big rageaholic, tough guy, roid freak, whatever you are, when you got 4 dudes that are all the size of Hulk Hogan on board with you, right? I'd like to see how you are one-on-one. Kind of makes me wonder. I'm not saying I'm a tough guy, but we the people, us law-abiding folks, we don't put up with that nonsense. So, for sale, charter boat business. Anyhow, guys, it's going to be flounder season pretty soon. Been down helping Big Ed work on the dock. He got a whole new bulkhead. We got all new docks, and we have a lot of work to do before I can even dunk my boat in the water, or he can dunk his boat in the water, because at one point in time we had no access to our float. So things are coming along. Big Ed's got mad skills to pay the bills. And it's, before you know it, I'll be doing a little bit of back bay flounder fishing in the sound, getting down in the sound with the flatties. Like, subscribe. Say your prayers to the man upstairs. Be careful out there on the water. My advice to you as a retired cop, retired police lieutenant, best thing that kid could have done when that guy started to really lose his cool and you're seeing that this thing is not getting any better, leave. Go leave. Get on channel 16, call for help. You know, hopefully this asshole wouldn't have chased him. But sometimes it's better to tuck tail a little bit and get yourself out of a situation. You know, if you're not backed in, if you're backed into a corner, well, you better fight. Say your prayers. Go fishing. Up yours, Brock.